I want to hopefully encourage you that it doesn't matter how you got to the road of healing. What's important is that you get on that road and take it. I'ma be frank. Nah, 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 nah. Oh, I'ma be frank. Yeah, yeah. I'ma be frank. As you see, I got the super dope shirt on. Got it from my counselor. And what this represents to me is the importance of putting myself first. I know that sounds selfish than a mug, but just hang with me for a second. We do get to a point where we do put ourselves first, where it's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put my mind on me and I'm cutting everything and everybody off. But that's not it. That's not it at all. Usually what gets us to those points is because we weren't able to understand and establish and effectively communicate what our boundaries were. So a lot of times our boundaries were crossed or decimated. And in a reaction to that, you know, that one straw that broke the camel's back, you're like, bet. People done, everything done. It's all about me. I'm putting my mind on me for real, but that's not what this is. By putting my mind on me, putting myself as a top priority in the specific regard of mental health and getting healing and restoration, it is very important that I prioritize that so that way I can be a more healed, whole, restored human being for myself and my well-being mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, so that way that leaks out to others that I get to interact with, work with, talk with, whatever the case is with. The reason that that's important is because there's a lot of stigma behind mental health therapy and or counseling, especially in the African American community. But I want to encourage you, and y'all have heard me talk about this before, not necessarily in depth, but I want to dig in a little bit deeper today with it, especially since I got this shirt. There's a stigma that like this is for people that's crazy, got stuff going on. I would argue that it's preventative. It's to help you before you get to that point. And if you're already at that point, it's still ain't too late to dig in and get the help and get the healing and get the restoration. I want to encourage people that I know sometimes it can be expensive to seek therapy, but you can't really put a price on your mental health or your health in general. Or should I really say, if you don't put a price on it, somebody else or something will. Trust me, it will. The main thing I want you to take away, because I'm trying to keep it short, because y'all know I can talk. The main thing I want to say in this video is if you don't get nothing else from this, I want to hopefully encourage you that it doesn't matter how you got to the road of healing. What's important is that you get on that road and take it. For me, I had a major life event, which was the passing of my father, which finally made me be like, all right, I gotta get help. I've never had to deal with the loss of someone this close to me, this personally before. I don't know what to do. So I need help so I don't go crazy or something. And I shouldn't use that word, that, you know, forgive me, I'm still learning. But you get what I'm saying, I'm hoping. Again, if it's financial things that's kind of making you feel like, I don't know, I would still encourage you, like I learned from therapy, is control what you can control. What I can control, I may not can't control. Hold on, let me say this. How do I say that? I probably can't control how much therapy costs, but what I can control is me looking it up, opening up my laptop or my phone and researching different places or areas around me or services that's available, and seeing how much it costs, and then maybe looking at my budget and say, okay, can I cut back here? Can I cut back here? Can I cut back here in order to put towards this? Also, some counselors and or therapists, they work on sliding scales, which means they might work with you in your financial situation. So you just never know. So focus and control what you can control, which is researching and just seeing, reaching out, asking like, hey, do you work on a sliding scale? If not, do you know people who do? You want to keep the door of possibilities open for yourself when it comes to, and specifically in regards to mental health. So yeah, I want to say so much more stuff, but I'm trying to keep this short, y'all, because I can talk and I'm amped up and I get excited about this stuff because it really changed my life getting it. I feel like I have to say this one last thing, and if you're not into like the whole like, you know, spiritual stuff, this is where you can check out. a lot of people who are believers, specifically, you know, in Christianity, but also maybe other faiths. I don't know. I'm ignorant when it comes to that part of it. But a lot of times it's like it needs to be God is how I'm getting my healing or whatever, and that has its place. It does. But I would argue or submit for your consideration, because I don't want to argue, that the work that can be done, the healing that can be experienced, the restoration and reconciliation that can be experienced through doing the work in therapy with a therapist and or counselor, coupled with faith, I feel like that's the whole picture. The peace, the patience, the love, the kindness, the gentleness, self-control, healing, restoration, grace, forgiveness, all those things. I feel like they both make the big picture. And one or the other is beneficial no matter what, but I don't think it's the whole picture. But it is a part of it, no matter which thing you go into. So now I'm talking too much, so I'm gonna get up off here. I'm gonna let y'all go. I ain't gonna hold you. As always, if you liked any of the content, I'm just super excited. My hands and faces everywhere. All right, let me be chill. As always, if you liked any of the content sharing this video, please take a moment to like the video, share the video, leave me a comment. I want to know in the comments if therapy or counseling is something that you thought about and what's holding you back from doing it, no matter what it is. And if there's anybody who has gone through therapy and or counseling, what has that experience been like for you? I want to know, and I want to hopefully, you know, let other people know who maybe comment and know what it's like if they're on the fence about it. Love y'all. Have a great day. Peace.